1538차 수련생 여러분.
Trainees of the 1538th workshop, hello. The face-to-face workshop has been held for the first time in 2 years and 2 months since the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. After that, the 1536 Training Center was held for 2 days and a night for Korean family members. And last week, the 1537th training was held for 2 days. So this is the 1538th workshop, and it's being held online because of the members of the world, because also members of the world are attending.
온라인으로 과거처럼 진행을 하도록 그렇게 준비가 되었습니다. 오늘 3779명이 접수한 가운데
we've have 30,000 and 37,000 people that have registered. Heavenly Parent always prepare in advance. That's how I feel. This is the heart of the parent. When Heavenly Parent created the man, He created first the universe and the earth and the environment. Before we are born, when we are in the mother's womb, we are being prepared to be able to be on this earth. So also us as parents, people who are parents, they prepare in advance before their children are born. So our Heavenly Parent, so True Mother also prepared this CheonBo Garden of Revival for all humanity on heaven and earth during the time of Corona, so that people, when they come back, they can be able to be revived in this place. So now anybody can come here, even outside people. This is the kind of environment that True Mother has prepared. So now we can be able to feel the heart and the love of our true parents and of Heavenly Parent, and we can also feel and understand we should become the kind of people that can feel true parents' love. This is because those who feel and appreciate the love of their parents can become children of filial piety. Why did Cheonshim become a filial daughter? Because she felt the love of her blind father. So she started feeling, even from the little age, the love of her father, and when she grew up and she understood that he was blind, she decided that she will do her best to make sure that he can be able to see again. So the heart and love of the parent that she felt made her a filial daughter. So we should be able to feel and appreciate and become the children of filial piety, even if we have to lose our lives like Cheonshim did. So here, when you come here, you should be able to feel how much our Heavenly Parent loves us and how much true parents love us. I hope that this the kind of time you can be able to, during this time you can feel that. So I prepared many things today for you. Our True Mother prepared the Buhung area. She put down the public path, she demolished the public path and made a tree of love square, which was decorated and making it very large and beautiful. And also the road inside the training center, there was obviously a risk of traffic accidents. So it was cut down towards the lake to create an outer road. And she built a wall of history to create a street of history, so that from distance it looks like a holy castle at the training center, right? A holy castle. And the Hanwon house on the hill opposite the Hyojeong Cafe was built. And the people who come to the Hanwon house, the Hanwon Chip, can be able to be grateful to our true parents. And they can be able to have a time where they can drink some tea and relax and thank and give their grace. This place was prepared so that during all the four seasons, anyone can come and really have a good time and enjoy the grace. And also the alms were put as a symbol for keeping the good luck of heavenly fortune and blessing that you receive here. And after drinking a cup of tea at the Hanwon Chip Tea House, at the beautiful place on the bank of the lake, True Mother had a path built behind it so that we can walk up the Hanwon path of heavenly fortune. If you go down the trail, you will find the filial tree, the tree Hyojeong, that heaven has prepared and blessed.
그리고 산에는 귀한 물건이 많아야 됩니다. 우리 서른원 직원들이 총동원되어서 그 한원 천운봉 자락 그리고 천성봉 자락에
So we have had there must be, when you go to a mountain, there must be a lot of blessings everywhere for people to be able when they go there. So our staff went around and also planted many things. So when you're going there, you might also think, oh, I see so many beautiful flowers here, beautiful things here. This is so sometimes when Father bought this place, he wanted this place to be very beautiful and be very perfect and well arranged. So we can also work very hard and in the future, and if we do our best to protect, we can, for the next 40 or 50 years, then I'm sure we can make this place a little gem. So if you go down the trail, you will find a filial tree that heaven has prepared. Hyojeong tree. When I first saw this tree, I felt a divine energy. And I gave a report on the 61st True Children's Day at the luncheon, the True Mother. And she named it. So this is the size of the tree. I said there's a big tree. It's over 4 meters 5 and 3 meters 0.5 wide, and it's more than 79 years. So actually, I thought it was more than 250 years old. So I went to Gapyeong city, and I asked that somebody can come and check the age of the tree. And after a month, somebody came with a paper and said it's 79 years old. So that's actually exactly the same age as True Mother. So it's a tree that actually people use in Korea to create medicine. So from a very long time, even a heavenly parent had prepared this tree, the Hyojeong tree, when True Mother was born. So whenever there is time, whenever she has time, True Mother comes here. And True Mother said that whenever you have time, you can come here and visit the Hyojeong tree, and you will be able to feel energy and health. So, but this place, there was no road actually to come to that place. So we took time and we arranged the place. And later on, we created a path. And so True Mother, we prepared to receive True Mother. And October 14, 2021, she came directly to the Hyeojong tree and blessed it. And we also connected it so that people from, so that even from the hospital or the Sonake Institute, people can just walk down and actually connect to the tree. And we also created the Buhung. So we also prepared a fun shop by elevating it to a revival department store, Buhung department store, and the Hyeojong Yeon and the Hanwon Jeep are now being visited by more VIPs, and they also have meetings here and they're receiving training. As a result, Senior Association continues to host meetings here with the Korean Seoul Senior Citizens Association of the Republic of Korea, conducting seminars on the heavily unified Korea, and they continue to educate the community leaders too in Gapyeong County. So everyone that comes here are always impressed. That's the kind of atmosphere that has been created here. So not only that, the HJ Marina, the Cheonshim Lake in the Bukhan River is becoming true by promoting the construction of the cruise ship. So by the end of July, the third floor dock with a capacity of 1,800 tons will be completed. And by the end of August, the 400-ton Hyeojong cruise will be built. And you can be able to go around the Cheonshim Lake. Also, there is a sand island in front of the Cheonjuang Villa. Mother named it Owl Island. Father said that this was Father had said about this island. I wish there would be an island here. A great flood occurred, and a lot of sand was washed away, and the island was created. True Parents' words have come true. So after Nami Island and Jara Island, now we have the Owl Island was established in the Cheonshim Lake. So we should. So this is the kind of a place Cheonpyeong is.
그래서 지금 하시고 있는 모든 말씀도 언젠가 때가 되면 지상과 천상이 총동원돼서 그 말씀이 이루어질 것이다.
Everything that our true parents say will happen, will come to pass. That I believe.
가평군에서는 그 섬을 우리가 개발할 수 있도록 그렇게 해서
in Gapyeong-gun, they are now supporting that so that we can be able to accomplish this. So the Cheonshim Lake, there are 3 islands: the Nami Island, the Jara Island, and now there's the Owl Island that was established by True Mother. So to manage all of this, True Mother established the HJ Leisure Development Company, and not just us, but also we will just not only us will take care of this, but the Nami Island also will be working and supporting. So it's a way to unite the province in Gapyeong-gun with the tourism business. So if we add 3 million Nami Island, 1 million Petit France, 1 million, then we could connect it up to 5 million. This is actually what we're working towards to. Also, we are advancing non-stop for the construction of a heaven that shows the HJ Dongsan, where flowers and birds can meet. And if you come here, you can be able to feel the Korean culture. You can wear the hanbok. You can visit the Hanok village in the Cheonwon Palace. So when people come here, so we hope that when they can come here, they can be able to stay longer, not just a week, a month. They can feel that they want to stay longer. So with that kind of heart, we are planning to build a hotel to make a place where everyone who comes can stay for a week, months, and pray with all their heart. So we want to create now a visible paradise. People have to be able to see paradise, see heaven before they go to heaven. So in order to teach us how the heavenly world is, and she showed us and she taught us how we should wear, how we should dress. So that's why we have the Christine and Han, which is preparing Cheonilguk era robes, so that we will be living like the Cheonilguk citizens. We will experience the culture of heaven through these tuxedos and dresses. And because we also have direct interest in food and culture, CheonMo prepared cafes, Hyojongyeon, which focus on Korean food, Heaven G Burger, which focuses on Western food, Magnolia Restaurant, and Daffodil Cafe. And the true mother herself actually prepared those foods. So please go, taste the food, feel it, so that you can understand. I think that when you do that, true mother will be very grateful, very happy when she sees you having all those experiences. So I remember I ate the Mont Blanc with the true mother once. And it actually tastes like a Western style, but it's kind of well arranged so that it will also fit the taste of Korean people. So it was actually a good feeling to be able to experience that kind of culture. So we must come from a restored Garden of Eden, which is completed, perfected, and feel the love of Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. So we need to learn to be able to live as heavenly people on this world. And please walk around this place as Cheonwon, at this place in the Cheonwon as heavenly citizens. This is True Mother is actually doing a lot of devotion for that. So let's thank her with a round of applause for all her devotion in helping create this heavenly area. So on the 18th of so after preparing the environment this way, True Mother conducted a special education for the leaders from April 19 to 21. The next day after the COVID-19 restrictions were lifted on April 18. It was really a big grace. So she made a 3-day workshop. One, after creating anticipation for a fresh start, after winning the vision, a victory of Vision 2020 to lay the foundation of Heavenly Unified Korea. From June 1, 2020 to February 2022, we have been commanded to engage in a warlike devotion and activities for 21 months, and a 60-month course for the establishment of Heavenly Unified Korea and a Heavenly Unified World until April 2022. She set a 3-day period of devotion centered on true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. And in order to start this, we had a 3-day devotion. During that time, what kind of heart did we need to have? We had to become one completely with True Mother. Just like the Israelites had a 3 days of devotion in order to become one with God. we had to do the same, to become one with the true mother. The parent-child cooperation is an essential condition for the model cause for subjugating Satan. It will not work without mother-child cooperation.
사탄 굴복의 본보기 노정을 보인 첫 번째 인물이 누굽니까?
So the first condition, the first person that helped subjugating Satan was Jacob. Jacob, he became one with his mom. He did everything as soon as his mother asked. He was ready for everything. He believed the heart, the speech, the work, the faith of his mother. And he became one with his mother. And then because of that, he could overcome Satan. And this became an example. And then Moses also was able to be victorious through the mother. And then Jesus too. And then our true mother is able to be victorious because of Cheonmo님's, of all the devotions that Cheonmonim did. So all the leaders, for them to be able to be successful in their work, they also have to be one with true mother, to be able to overcome Satan. So we cannot be. So it is very dangerous, and they cannot succeed if they don't try to be one during this 60 months period. And this mother is not just any mother. It is the mother of the universe, the victorious mother, the mother who, the substantial spirit. So we should become one with her. True Mother said, from now on, if we become one with her, in the future, if we work together as one, nothing will be impossible. There's only victory, a Jew. So I pray that you have to be able to listen to the word, to be able to understand who True Mother is. You have to go to the Cheonshim Won and make devotion in order to become one and find out who True Mother is. And True Mother said this to me. Director Lee, you should inform the people of the present age by explaining the results of Cheonshim Won prayer devotion with examples. The time when Heavenly Parent dwell on earth, centering on the Cheonil Temple, is being completed. The time has come to declare the establishment of Cheonilguk on the basis of restoration of 7 countries and 7 groups. So educate yourself by talking about what is going on in the Cheonshim Won, and by doing Cheong to become one with True Mother. And that was what she told me. She said, the time is not always there. There are times, and if you miss the time, you'll be criticized by your descendants. No matter how much I talk about it, I cannot escape the responsibility for not doing something. Do you understand what I mean? Can I just be comfortable with you guys? It's hard to pray all night until 3 o'clock in the morning, but only 5 hours of sleep is enough. This was True Mother's words on April 17th. We must raise our voices in front of Father and pray with devotion all night until things come true. We should have the Indian spirit. It's a difficult training and schedule. Do you know why we say the Indian spirit? Because Indians, if they stay up and decide they're going to bring and sing for the rain, they do it until it comes up. So this was actually one of the most difficult training schedule. Because you have to stay till 3 a.m. and pray, and then when you are about to fall asleep after 3 a.m., you fall asleep to sleep. You have become too excited, and then you can't fall asleep. You can't sleep. Maybe you sleep for an hour or two, and then the day arrives, of course, and then you have to give lectures. It's not easy. But this is kind of very interesting. because when you do this kind of devotion, you feel grace. And we were not even falling asleep. It was by going through this difficult training, you could feel a big grace. So I'm going to give some testimonies about different people. So we have people who have come in from Japan. Around 21,000 people have registered. So I'm going to read something about a testimony from Bang Sang-il, President of Heavenly Japan. Abraham walked the 3-day course with the feeling of waking up at Mount Moriah with Isaac. We would like to thank you for setting up a 3 period of devotion. Abraham also walked 3 days course with the feeling of waking up the Mount Moriah. Also, like the 3 days journey of Moses leading his people to escape, we must set out with the determination to be victorious by 2027. With the determination of whether we live or die, with the heart of starting the long journey of the next 60 months. In particular, it was time to realize and reflect on many things after listening to the 8 lectures by Kim Jin-chun. Okay, I'm going to read another one. In particular, I want to thank, this one is from Heavenly Japan UPF. In particular, I want to say thank you for allowing the Cheoneguk leaders special education and special devotion of 3 days and 2 nights. It was such a graceful period in particular, and I do not know how many tears I shed as I felt True Mother's hard work, sacrifice, and love, while raising and praying at the special devotion of Cheonshim Won. So tears flow like a downflow. It was not just that I shed tears, but the spirit world was with us, and it felt as if True Father was beside us and wept together, and the sense that true children were crying together with us was controlling me. And I came to think deeply about True Mother's heart and circumstance once again. Tears flowed down like a waterfall of gratitude, embarrassment, and apologetic heart of True Mother. True Mother, I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry I prayed. I could feel a lot of grace and warmth in my heart.
참모모님 진심으로 죄송합니다. 홀로 고독한 입장에서 하늘 부모님의 독생녀라는 사명감과 인류를 향한 참 사랑.
From one and her only position, she silently maintained her place as a true mother with a sense of duty and the only begotten daughter of heavenly parent and true love for mankind. True mother, we sincerely thank you for being by our side. So I could feel the grace in my heart. But I'm not in a position where I'm praying alone and weeping. But the spirit world is thankful to True Mother too. That I could feel. So True Mother's heart and True Mother's love. I will lead Heavenly Japan with great determination. I'm going to read about the Cheonri Wanjang of Dokuno Heishi. True Mother has been working hard as the only begotten daughter in order to bring about the providence, thanks to all the work that is being done in Cheonpyeong and the lectures that I heard with the Gi-seong and the grace of the Cheonshim Won. I could feel again everything that I could feel that the 2 days and the 3 days were very important, and I could find rebirth through that. I learned that I have to become completely one with True Mother, and then I have to be able to free True Mother in order to. This is a kind of heart he wrote. This is the kind of testimony he wrote. So after that, we said that because it was still so beautiful in the area, we set 12 days from April 27 to May 8 as a festival period. Just in time, the COVID-19 distancing was lifted, so family members who had always missed were able to come and pray and enjoy. It was time to have fun while taking pictures with a true parents photo shoot and walking along the beautiful flower paths. And the CheonBo one was open to the public all the time. On weekends and holidays, the special Chanyang was held. It has been a long time since the members filled the Cheonshim Won Palace and performed Ansu and Chanyang session. Also, in addition, we made it possible to pray at the special prayer room of the Cheonshim Won and write a letter promising filial piety at the Cheonshim Won. Together, because they come with the kids, many people, we also made it a festival atmosphere by creating a program, magic shows, soap bubbles, free rental of handbook, body and mind healing yoga. And this was the kind of things we prepared. It was not something that was arranged, from this time to that time. It was just open, and people could come at any time. There was no one shouting around and asking people to be at a certain place at a time. Anyone could just follow their own path and do what they want. And we even had some food like noodles for 3,000, or maybe which is $3, and then coffee for like 1,000 won, which is $1. So people enjoyed. So this is the kind of time we created during the festival. And finally, True Mother said, now it's time to start a workshop again. So we started the workshop. We started the 1,536 workshop, and last week we had the 1,537th workshop. So it was always 2 days. People would come after dinner, have do the Ansu session, and then they will be here from 10 o'clock, and from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. they will be praying in unison at the Cheonshim Won. And we would have, so the first part, we focused on the word, and the second part we focused on prayer. And this was another time to be able to feel the heart of God. On the second day, after eating, we took a walk and prayed. Took a walk, enjoyed the nature, and this was followed by ancestor liberation ceremony and a special lecture. So someone said, from some people who came last week gave some testimonies. I'm going to read. So this is Mr. Cheon Won. It has been a long time since many of our members had the time to pray and do chanyang and listen to the word, so much that their throats will burst. Through this training, my spiritual body, which had been covered in darkness during the 2 years of the COVID pandemic, has been cleaned. And now we have someone from Kumcheon, second generation. It has been a long time since I came to the Hyojong Won and received the workshop. I felt, oh, this is actually where I wanted to be. This is what it means to be in a good environment. I got such a good feeling. At the same time, we could sing praises and do devotion all night and find true parents. I cried and prayed. I've never prayed so hard. It was really gracious time, and I hope many blessed families will receive this grace. We should also applaud. Let's applaud for them.